Okie dokies, in this video we're going to take one of the jars from the jar wall gap. And we are going to turn it into a little microclimate for some isopods, because I thought I've not really used these for isopods before and I fancy doing something a little bit different. So I have piles of stuff that I'm going to use, piles of stuff all around, and I think what I'm going to do is, well, I'll hold off on what I'm going to do. So we're going to try and make this as active as we possibly can. So into the mix we have, well, this is this was an isopod mix I actually got for isopods. So we're going to throw all that in. Why not? This will all get crushed up and swooshed around. Into that I have, quite genuinely, just some dirt out of my garden, because that's going to contain all kinds of little microorganisms and such nonsenses and stuff like that. So we want to get that into there. I'm going to try and build up a nice environment for our isopods, as natural as we can possibly go. So we'll get all that mixed together in there, wobbly jubbly as they say. Bits of everything, bits of leaf, bits of wood, bits of moss. I don't need that, that can go out of there. Okay, so we're kind of getting there. As you can see, it's a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And then we're going to add some decorations. So I've got the likes of your cork bark. I have soil with springtails and dwarf isopods in there. We have some bits of plant trimmings we're going to put in, and basically bippity boppity boo. I'm going to go away. I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't exactly know what I'm doing as of yet. So I'm going to go away, put something together, and we'll be right back. Click your fingers. Okay, bippity boppity boo. We've got something like this on the go. Obviously you've got the reflection, which isn't great, but we have one of these CD pod things. I think that came from the spider shop. Lots of natural moss collected from my own garden. Lovely bit of bark at the back there. Into that we're going to sprinkle, this has got like dwarf isopods and springtails and all that kind of goodness in it, so we'll get some of that in there. And again, that just helps with this little kind of micro eco system that's going on. Hopefully we've got some springtails in there. I can see some in that bit there, so we'll kind of sprinkle that around into there. That should certainly make sure we have some of them. We're also going to add, not all, but some of this lovely mulchy kind of leaf litter. Again, this is actually just from out in the back garden. We'll kind of try and break that down a bit so it doesn't completely hide all that moss and stuff. Okay, so we've kind of mushed some of that in. The reflection's not great, I do apologise, but as you'll see, I don't think we need, I think that's one of the cat hairs, I do apologise. It's more of a jar there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in a couple of little clip-ins. So we have this bit of spider plant here that we're going to pop in somewhere, and we have this thing here that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of. We've got a massive plant of it, bits keep breaking off, so I keep taking the bits and popping them into enclosures, and generally seems to do okay. So I'm going to go and get that done. So that's them smooshed in. We'll give that all good a good soaking. And we'll chuck in a couple of little bits of apple, because why not? And now for who's going to go into here. So I've got a couple of different species and I was kind of torn. But one of the ones that seems to be doing quite well just now, I started off with 5 of them. So we'll put this aside just now. That's kind of how that's looking. Yeah. So we started off with 5 of these, picked up from the Scottish show, I think it actually was, and they seem to be doing pretty gosh darn well. Look at them, they're not the cutest little bam pots you've ever seen. So I've got, as you can see, quite a thriving little colony of panda kings. These are possibly one of my favourite species. So I was thinking we could separate some of these guys into our new enclosure and basically start another colony of them, because why not? Because how awesome are they? So the question is, how many of these shall we transfer? Okay, I've got 6. Figured 6 was a pretty good number to start off with. I just love these. So you'll see we've popped a bit of the old fish flakes in there. They love a wee treat of the old fish flakes. And just quite simply, bop, 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 and bop, in they go. So there we go, they're up on the jar wall. There is another gap screw up here. There used to be a jar sits there, but I've got an idea for that. So into this one I have just genuinely put a compost mix, and into it we are going to put some of these spider plant trimmings, because the idea is that hopefully as these grow they'll sprout out over the side. If it's in that top position on the wall, as it sprouts down I can kind of use the different offshoots to kind of wrap around the jars and give it a bit of kind of character and colour in that corner. So quite simply we're just going to take that one, pop it down into there, hope for the best, and we'll take this one and we'll pop it down into there, hope for the best. And as I say, over time hopefully these will grow and create a lovely kind of branching effect down the doodah. I'm going to drop some of this kind of leafy mulchy stuff in, so as it breaks down it provides nutrients to the plants. And just to really increase the chances, we're going to take this piece here. This is the green variant of that purple thing that I cannot remember the name of. I'll try and find out. And we're actually just going to start that off growing out of the top. And hopefully at least one of these will take. And that will already droop out. Yeah, droop. So yeah, it literally is just a miniature planting thingamabobbity. So that will go up the top, and as I say, hopefully as these grow and crawl out, they will add decoration around the jars. So as I was saying, hopefully as these kind of sprout up and over, like I'm doing with this one, and then we can kind of wrap bits around here and down here, down through all the backs of these jars, just to kind of mask some of this, create a bit of colour, a bit of character, a bit of an atmosphere about it. So yeah, let's see how our Panda Kings and our plants do.